Hello everyone, you are all welcome to lecture number 678, and today's topic of my lecture is the presentation of thesis with the help of PowerPoint presentation. So students should understand what is PowerPoint presentation. Actually in 1990, Microsoft, the American giant software, they introduced or they launched Microsoft PowerPoint presentation, and this Microsoft PowerPoint presentation became so powerful tool for all the PhD or masters, so many other people who are involved in academics or paper presentation, seminar presentation. And by this introduction of Microsoft PowerPoint presentation, the time of chalk and talk was over. And this presentation it has enhanced and improved the quality of presentation drastically, in the sense that with Microsoft PowerPoint presentation, we are getting very good text, images, photos, chart, graph, and in color, and also there is so much chalk talk is involved. Everything is done by keyboard. Your finger is on keyboard or on remote control. And even with the help of this PowerPoint, we can reach to audience very easily. It has lot of advantages. So our students, those who are aiming to join PhD program, master's program, and even the presentation of their research report, dissertation at undergraduate level, it is by PowerPoint. So it is my advice, my humble request to all the students who are at university level, please learn the skill of Microsoft PowerPoint presentation. And this in this presentation, everything we have to put in slide, and nowadays that slide has gone to pen drive. So you should learn their font size, how to do the editing, how to do the scanning, and then how to present on screen. So these are all very, very important. Nowadays we are in 21st century digital age, and if you are coming to university, you must learn the minimum skill of Microsoft PowerPoint presentation, also computer typing, scanning, cutting, pasting, editing. And I'm sorry to mention here, because I have the experience at University of Maiduguri, my 700 lectures are on YouTube. Almost I have covered every topic, starting from what is chemistry, what is science. So whenever students are coming with some topics, I used to tell them that this is my lecture number 110, and go and download on YouTube. And I have given all the explanation in a very simple way. They will say, sir, I don't know what is YouTube. I don't know how to go and search. So it's really shocking. And one day I asked many of them, because my number of students are in thousands. If we are including remedial and part 1, and subscribers are only 600-700. Of course, there are 30,000 viewers they view. So at least 30,000 people they have been benefited from my those 600-700 lectures, and they are across the world. Not only in Nigeria, maybe mostly they are from India, then South Africa and European countries. But minimum is from Nigeria, and especially I am doing for Nigeria, and more particularly for North Nigeria, because where the knowledge of science is very poor. The scientific knowledge, I mean, they lack. They need lot of scientific knowledge, lot of computer knowledge. Then I asked one day in the lecture theatre that you are seated here, the number is almost 400. How many of you have subscribed Professor Ajit Khan's lecture? Out of 400, only 15, 20, they raised their hand that they have subscribed. Then I asked others. So two group of students I identified. One group they said that, sir, I don't have a smartphone. I don't have Android because I am poor. The other group, what they said, again is linked to poverty. They said that if I will subscribe, then I will lose money. And so we don't have money. So I am terribly shocked in the sense that they don't have concept that once you are putting your finger on bell, subscribe, you are not going to lose any money. Once you have subscribed, means automatically you are going to get my lecture. Only when you are going to watch, then you may lose some, not losing, it is investment. I told them that you are not losing money. Once you are improving your skill by paying 10, 15, 20 naira for 10, 15 minutes to have the clear concept. It is an investment. They don't know the investment in skill and education. And then I said that I wish that in Nigeria, let all universities should have electronic cloud, that Wi-Fi and free of charge, so that thousands of the students can benefit lot of lectures online, and they should learn, they should have a skill of Microsoft PowerPoint presentation, how to go to online, how to search, and all these things. And I offered my service that let me deliver the lecture in front of 1,000 students, and on screen let them see how to go and subscribe online. But it is, I mean, really, it is a high time in digital age. We are in 21st century, digital age. We should know how to do all these things. And here now, employment of very good payment is not by research, is not by high qualification, it is high skill. Remember it. It's not by reading only, it's by doing on keyboard. And from India, I am telling you the truth. When I read one newspaper, in that newspaper were given that some 12 boys were selected in America, and they were only O-level. Their basic qualification, they were not even graduate, but they were highly skilled in computer grafting, computer analysis, computer programming, and they were selected in America, and their salary was $25,000 per month, more than a consultant in America. So that is your skill. And today, if you are not improving your digital skill, frequency skill, computer skill, you are nowhere. So I am requesting, I am repeating again and again, please improve your computer skill. I am an old man. I am sitting on keyboard. I am doing all the typing and everything. If I can do, why not you? So please, it is my request. So here I have given these points. The thesis throw and PowerPoint presentation, number 1 point. I have already told you all this. And let me tell you, I am presenting the lecture. So if your communication, your knowledge is very good, you don't need any point. Whether it is PowerPoint, whether it is Microsoft, whether it is electronic, no. No need of talk even. Because I can present and go. So here what I am writing here, just making the record so that at least you can copy down. Otherwise I don't need to write. Intentionally I am writing. It is very poor writing. Some of the my colleagues, they said, Professor Khan, why not you should improve this one with PowerPoint? I told them, I don't need any PowerPoint, anything. I asked my driver to just hold my smartphone and let me share my experience. That's all. Because I am confident. So for a lecturer, what he is telling, that is PowerPoint. And we are the master of PowerPoint to computer. Computer is not our master. Remember it. So here I have given what I have told you, so that at least you can copy down. Number one, in 1990, Microsoft, an American software giant, launched window that is called Microsoft PowerPoint. And this Microsoft PowerPoint, as a component of its Microsoft Office suite, as its patented presentation of software. So this existence of Microsoft PowerPoint came by American giant Microsoft, that is in 1990. And actually the internet and all these applications, apps, started from 90s, that is called Silicon Valley in America. And they created huge amount of money and jobs. And lot of Indian O-level boys, they became multi-millionaires in terms of US dollar, not because of their PhD degree or master's degree, only because of their skill. And even still they are doing. Who is your CEO of Google? Pachauri. Sundar Pachauri is Indian. Many are there like that. So number two, it is a visual presentation software program which combines text, images, drawing, animations, and each file created by PowerPoint is called presentation. So whatever files we are creating, each file created is called presentation, and it is kept in a device that is called slide. And each presentation is made up of slides. So that is whatever you have created, all the drawing, all the text, writing, image, and animation, all electronic creation is called presentation. And each presentation is made up of slides. Number three, Power presentation has several advantages, like overhead projection, no more chalk card. We can present by using slides with intermixed text, images, photos, drawings can be presented better. So I have already told you that with the help of PowerPoint presentation, we can present all the chart, text, everything in a very nice way and far superior and better than chart presentation, and it is overhead projection, and this gives opportunity that even we can reach to our audience with the help of remote control or with the help of keyboard. So this is all very good advantage of PowerPoint presentation. And number four, images are bright and sharp. No doubt, I mean, we cannot compare with chalk blackboard drawing of images and chart. It's a very shining and big size, I mean font size you can increase. And once we are using PowerPoint presentation, remember that you have to check at least with the distance of 7 to 8 feet, and your font size should not be less than 30 to 40. And if it is less than 20 or 18, then from the distance of 7-8 feet, it will be cloudy, it will not be clear. So, I mean, these things all you should learn before you are going to present your thesis with the help of PowerPoint presentation. And board and interaction with your audience during presentation. Number 5, text can be typed in the slide. It's very simple to type in the slide with the help of your keyboard, computer screen, and follow 6x6 rule. 6x6 rule is that for interesting textual content in blank slide, not more than 6 words and not more than 6 row. 6 words, 6 row is called 6x6. You have to follow. And so content in blank slide not more than 6 words, and per dot point is 6 rows in a slide. This is the principle of the slide when you are presenting with PowerPoint presentation. So you have to be very careful of your font size, and as usual I have told you that the size should be 44 and 30 for text, and it should not be less than 18-20 point. And also, especially in Nigeria and Maiduguri, technology failure factor is there, and that factor is so serious that if you are not well prepared, sometimes it will be difficult for you to carry on. So in that case, once you are coming for presentation, make sure that you keep it in one copy in CD-ROM, and also send one copy by email to your own email so that it can be retrieved. And also you should hold printed hard copies in your hand, so that if electricity or all this technology is failed, you can carry on with the help of printed hard copies in your hand. And my experience, and once I am saying this thing, some of my students, they are my colleagues, now they are even professor. So when they were presenting their thesis with the help of PowerPoint, their dissertation, some of them, they came and they became so nervous that tears started coming. And I was chairman of that committee, and finally I took decision that please terminate the lecture at moment, the seminar lecture presentation, give him or her some 30 minutes time, and after that let them come. What I mean to say, stress, frightening, emotional feelings, collapse is very common, is extreme among all students. And that's why before going for power presentation of your thesis, please rehearse it several times. Request your friends to sit as an audience, and then you present your lecture several times, so that that nervousness and fear will be drastically reduced, so that in front of audience you are not emotionally excited and lot of tears started coming from your eyes. So this is all very, very important. So here, number 6 point, fonts in your PowerPoint. The fonts you use in your PowerPoint slides should be readable, very simple. Whatever font size you are using in your slides, audience should be able to read it. And that distance, I have already told you that it should be around 7-8 feet, readable, and font size should be large. So the font size is very important. The title font size should be 44 point, because it should be very clear to all audience. It should be 44 point. Main text should be 32 point, and never use font size smaller than 18 point, because it will be difficult for audience to see. 18 point, check appropriateness of your font size standing at a distance of 7 or 8 feet from the screen. You have to check it yourself. Color of font should be contrast. Whatever is there screen where. So the most you can say used colors are either black or blue, because it will be having contrast color. So the background color, prefer black or blue font. Number 7, charts and tables. Chart and tables can be created on blank slides using formatted toolbars. So you should be very expert in using the toolbars, and in that toolbars, if you click, you go there, different versions of tables, vertical, horizontal column will appear, and you do the highlight it, scan it, and then paste it, cut it and paste it. So that is from toolbars you can get. And remember to write title, your graph or chart. Sometimes we are giving our chart and our graph, but without writing their title. In many cases I have noticed this thing, that they forget to give the title of chart or graph. That is very important, you should not miss it. Number 8, always checking and rechecking of your slide is very important. before presentation, you should check several times that if there is any electronic mistake, because I still say computer is not our master. Microsoft PowerPoint is not our master. We are the master of computer and PowerPoint. So whatever we are injecting in our slide, the same thing is going to be reflected on the background of the screen. So once you are checking several times, at least small mistakes, if you can see, you can rectify it, you can correct it. Also, proofreading your slides. Proofreading is also very important. You can request some of your friends, they can do the electronic reading, and with that proofreading, if there are some small mistake, at least you can root out. And then stick to time allotted for your presentation. It's also important factor, because if suppose you are allotted 40 minutes for your presentation and 20 minutes for the question hour. So make sure that in 40 minutes time, your presentation should be over. Once you are given 40 minutes time and you are giving 30 minutes only for introduction, no, people will object. Even the chairman will say that reduce. So please stick to your time limit. Number 9, rehearsing. Rehearsing, remember that good presenter can do without multimedia. I have already told you. I don't need any multimedia. I can present my lecture. And everybody is interested not to see the color but to see the presentation. What substance, what I am telling, what scientific language I have. So if you have very good knowledge and communication skill, you don't need any point. Whether it is PowerPoint, whether it is Microsoft, you can. That's why I am not writing all this regarding Microsoft PowerPoint presentation. What I am saying is okay, because I am confident that what knowledge I am sharing, I can do. I have communication skill, I have experience, I have knowledge. So with that you will be having confidence. So I mean rehearsing this your thesis will give you the confidence. So you will not be nervous. Tears will not roll down from your eyes in front of audience. So remember that good presenter can do without multimedia. Practice your lecture several times and rehearse your presentation in front of your friends. I have already told you all these points to decrease nervousness. As well, we know stage fright is very common. Once we are going to face any stage, you are nervous, because in front of you lot of learned scholars are sitting and you will be feeling emotionally lost. So if you have done rehearsal several times, at least that nervousness will be drastically reduced and you will be having confidence presenting your thesis. And then number 10, backup. Backup means your technology may fail at any time. So you never know when technology can fail. So be ready for alternative. Carry your presentation in CD-ROM. It is very common and very important, especially in Maiduguri, University of Maiduguri, or even in whole of the North Nigeria or even South. Because not only technology, several times there is failure of electricity. And every electronic, all these devices, they are linked to electricity supply. So once electricity is failed, whole system will be failed. So there you are lost. So always you keep some printed hard copies. Always you send your this thesis copy through email to your own email, so that you can retrieve. So all these, things you have to keep in mind. So and then can fail technology. So be ready for all alternative. Carry your presentation on CD-ROM. In addition to your laptop, also you should keep in your laptop. May also email to your own email account, so that it can be retrieved always carry print out hard copy and few numbers, so that if there is failure of technology due to electricity failure, at least you can distribute the hard copies to audience. So with this I will stop. Thank you very much for watching the lecture.